This is the story of writing for December 3rd, 2024. It is the birthday of the author who wrote, "We all need space. Unless we have it, we cannot reach that sense of quiet in which whispers of better things come to us gently." English activist Octavia Hill was born on this day in 1838. She focused on housing for the poor in London. Using funds and direction from influential change agent John Ruskin, Hill established a housing project in a London slum. She encouraged residents to better themselves. Soon after, Hill was managing other housing projects and teaching other women how to manage housing for the poor. She also believed that open green space was essential for everyone. This led her to become one of the 3 co-founders of the British National Trust, which preserves places of historic interest or natural beauty for the public. This served as the influential model for similar programs in the U.S. and Europe. According to the National Trust, the organization now manages hundreds of thousands of acres of farmland, 780 miles of coastline, and 500 historic properties, gardens, and nature reserves across the UK. And it's the birthday of the novelist who wrote, "The belief in a supernatural source of evil is not necessary. Men alone are quite capable of every wickedness." British writer Joseph Conrad was born on this day in 1857. His best-known work, Heart of Darkness, was published in 1899. Conrad's writing often described how individuals, despite their unique talents, were defeated by antagonists who were amoral, ignorant, and hopeless. Debate continues between those who believe Conrad saw this struggle everywhere versus those who believe Conrad was a colonizing white supremacist. Despite that, he was long considered a master of English literature, even though he didn't learn to speak the language fluently until he was in his 20s. It is also the birthday of the musician who wrote, "Beauty Knows No Pain." American songwriter Gussie Davis was born on this day in 1863. He applied to the Nelson Music School in Cincinnati, but was denied admission because he was black. So Davis worked at the school as a janitor in exchange for lessons. At the age of 18, he wrote, "We sat beneath the maple on the hill," and paid $20 to self-publish it. The song became a hit and helped Davis connect with other musicians, which led him to New York City. He was a prolific writer and became one of the first black artists to gain fame as a composer among the musicians of Tin Pan Alley. When he died at the age of 36, he had published more than 300 songs. Today's reading is from The Awakening, written by Kate Chopin and published in 1899. She was still under the spell of her infatuation. She had tried to forget him, realizing the inutility of remembering. But the thought of him was like an obsession, ever pressing itself upon her. It was not that she dwelt upon details of their acquaintance or recalled in any special or peculiar way his personality. It was his being, his existence, which dominated her thought, fading sometimes as if it would melt into the mist of the forgotten, reviving again with an intensity which filled her with an incomprehensible longing. And that is the story of writing for December 3rd. Thanks for listening.